Tomorrow we'll have the inauguration of our nation's 46th president. Some are hot, some are not. And then there's some who arrive at a different conclusion. We're going to talk about it. Let's get it.
We going in.
My name is Jermaine, and thank y'all for joining us on That Christian Fam. If growing in the faith is important to you, hit that subscribe button, because over here we like to encourage, empower, and give you everyday practical Christian advice on real life situations. We drop videos whenever we drop videos, so hit that notification bell, because for the first hour, we respond to comments immediately. All right, y'all, let's dive right into it. Now, some of y'all may have noticed that we have some people hoisting a cross on the thumbnail. Well, those people are the Proud Boys. I have a question for the Proud Boys, which is such an oxymoron of a name to have if you claim to have Christian values. What part of Christianity includes zip ties, duct tape, and pipe bombs? Because all three of those were brought to our nation's capital a couple weeks ago. Please miss me with Antifa, BLM, and things like that, or people posing to be Proud Boys. No, we had Proud Boys live and in color in the nation's capital. And the sad thing about it is they also brought crosses as if this was some sort of last stand for Jesus. What we have to understand about Jesus is that he will reign forever and will keep and preserve us until the day of the rapture and his return. And none of that is dependent on who's in the White House. The problem with the church throughout the history of our country is that we've been so fixated on who's in the White House instead of keeping our eyes on God's house. And for the record, I said the same thing when former President Obama was elected as well. We have to stop making these people lowercase gods and idols. I say this with confidence because my hope doesn't lie in the Proud Boys, it doesn't lie in Biden, it doesn't lie in Trump, and it doesn't lie in Kamala Harris. My hope and your hope should lie solely in Christ Jesus alone. Solas Christus. Now here's what I do and don't want to see at tomorrow's inauguration. What I don't want to see is Christians calling this the dawning of the Antichrist. When Trump took office, I didn't call him the Antichrist, nor did I call him a godsend, and no one else should call him those things. What I do want to see is Christians being vocal about praying for our president, because for the last 4 years, that's all we heard. I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy. We need to pray for the office of the president, no matter who's in the White House. Just because your candidate may or may not have won, it doesn't stop our need to pray for that office. What I don't want to see at the Trump send-off or the inauguration is crosses being raised as if God is for either party. I won't go as far as to say I'm politically agnostic like my man Ruslan, who has a dope YouTube channel y'all should check out. But as Christians, we are close to, if not fully involved in sin, if we're beholden to any party. I said this same thing a couple videos before. We are not called to be left. We're not called to be right. We're called to be above. And we should make our decisions based on our Christian convictions. And I got news for you. There are Christian convictions on both sides of the aisle. When it comes to politics, yes, we need to be active, but we need to pray about it and trust God with the results. And if the election doesn't go my way, I have to trust what God allows and understand that although it may not be his perfect will, I have to accept his permissive will and trust that he has a plan for it all. But one thing I'm not going to do is get out of pocket and start doing things contrary to my Christian beliefs and run a risk of ruining my witness for Christ. We shouldn't be the ones causing all the fuss, because if I didn't know Jesus and I saw Christians being disruptive and unruly, I would be like, no thank you. I want no part of this Jesus you speak of. Because here's the thing, if you believe that people on the left side of the aisle don't know Jesus, you behaving in this way does nothing but drastically push them further away from the cross. Just something to think about. Before you get on your soapbox, just be sensitive to that reality. I don't want to see Christians committing violent acts tomorrow. What I do want to see is Christians joining hands with people and praying with and for people who don't necessarily agree with us. Let's not blow this. The storming of the nation's capital served as a huge black eye to our faith, because I saw a whole bunch of Jesus flags mixed with American flags and mixed with Confederate flags, which is a contradiction because the Confederacy was at war with America and Y'all get the point. Listen, my brothers and sisters in the faith, we have a chance to do the right thing. We can't bring back to life those people who were killed a couple weeks ago, but tomorrow we have a chance to right some of the wrongs. And if we seize the moment and don't blow it, we have a chance to come out of this better than what we looked a couple weeks ago. Thanks for watching. I hope I helped somebody on the other side of this video. And for all the trolls, if you're offended, I really don't care.
With my brother Connor, boy, we going in.